Uh-huh. Okay. Let's do it.
I don't
Da,
know.
da, 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 da. Oh, the shrine prototype. Chop, chop, chop. Da, 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 da. Let's break some bones. Some skeletons. Easy. Volcanic ring without a suffix. That's a shame, a big shame. Let's see. 153 bear damage. Okay. Skeletal darts, lightning damage. Useless. Kill the birds. The obelisk destroyed. Gold energy potion. Chuck. They bombed dead. Aha. 2 green items. Jackalman Acolyte dead. Cha-cha-cha-cha.
That was a bit close, so you heard about the temple.
Nullifying charm yellow. Useless reward. I just saved her life, and all she gives me is a yellow amulet. Diseased vulture. How many? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Moro's Wish. The first legendary item for the day. And all the ghosts shall die. So the conduit is not here. Thank you. Come on, I'm trapped. 0%, 0%, 0%, 0, 0, 0, 60. magic. Again.
Good warrior. We had little before.
Good warrior. Check.
Brave warrior. May Horus, god of them.
Ring of the Owl Green. Without a prefix. Just a suffix. Again trapped. Oh, don't trap me. I'm not bunny.
I don't have time for idle chit-chat. I'm too busy. I suppose you'll want something that's sold out.
Ring of the Owl, Ring of the Osprey, too many rings. And that one, Piercing of the Storm. I have plenty of potions.
Pardon me.
Pardon me, Unos. Unos, my brother Unos.
Well, look, a mighty warrior from foreign lands. I'm
Transcendent
sure
Amulet.
what you are looking for.
Έλα ρε, without a suffix. Bloodthirsty Necklace of the Tiger. This is nice. Total speed, life leads. Yep, I will buy this one. I will put it in my collection, but I don't think I will ever use it. Maybe I should. Hey, Messiah. I'm okay. How are you?
Goodbye now.
I am that Ivarth. The
The problem is... Hey, Jedens, what's up?
I am afraid travel to Giza.
2 rings, yellow. You're at the town. Hopefully tomorrow definitely you're going for your first bath. Ah, yeah, summer is here. Lupine claw. Diseased plumage. Hello, Kibus24. I'm okay, how are you? Shrine of Thorns. Shrine of Thorns is totally useless here, almost. Only scarabs can be affected, probably. You wanted to ask about one thing. Yes, you can ask about 3 things. If it is about Titan Quest, you can ask 2000 things. The 2nd anniversary release of Diablo 4 yesterday. They keep whining about that game, sadly that no one game of the franchise had a complex end game. Actually, Diablo 4 has the most end game of all games, probably. The Diablo 3 comes second. Diablo 3 has what? Nephalem Rifts, Greater Rifts, and Bounties. And Uber boss farming. You have some Uber bosses in Diablo 3. And in Diablo 4 we have similar things. We have a bounty system, we have a Nephalem Rift system, we have Greater Rift system. They are called, they have different names, but it is the same systems, essentially. What else do we have? More or less it is very similar. So yeah, Diablo games never have had a elaborated, complicated endgame system, whatever. If you don't have one weapon and if you can, you will trade the weapon in the same way. You have Sacrum of the Moon. Yes, I know what they are, but I don't trade items. And actually, I think that I have these items, but I have them only one time a set. So I wouldn't want to give one away because if I have them only once, because I would like to keep both items. And actually, you just reminded me that I haven't made a build based on that set yet, and I have to do that. I have to do that before Titan Quest 2 comes out. Hello Vigorfil at Psyche, what's up guys? Kibos use the Titan Quest database website to check out these weapons, to see the loot tables of these weapons, to see which bosses have high chances to drop them, and try to go and fight those bosses, maybe to get it to drop. You think what players who obviously play too much really got is never-ending progress? Yeah, actually this is look, action RPGs since the very beginning have never been about never-ending progress at systems. It has been about taking a character, playing the campaign, and going through the campaign, leveling up to finish the campaign, but making a character of your own, a build of your own, make a different character than other players would make. That is basically what this game is all about, this genre. And the point of this game is replayability. And trying to create endgame systems. The endgame system idea came because people felt that it was very boring to them to keep replaying the same campaign all over again with different characters. And they wanted to have something else to do with the character after they played the game, and they finished the game with their character. And this is more or less how the idea of the endgame was born. And some people would say the necessity of endgame systems was born. But then again, this is a bit ironic. Hello, Lucilla. Are you drinking mates? This is coffee. Coffee. The irony of the matter is that even if you make an endgame system and you keep playing the endgame system, you will still get bored of that system eventually, because all you do again, for example, take the Atlas system of Path of Exile. You have many maps to go through and you have many bosses to fight. and you have many enemies to fight. But basically what you do in that endgame system is always repeating the same maps, fighting against the same bosses, and fighting against the same enemies, and picking up the same crappy loot. It is repetitive. It is very, very repetitive. All endgame systems are repetitive, not just Atlas. All, whatever game you have out there. But endgame systems. They are like usual computer RPGs like Baldur's Gate, except with much less talking and much more fighting. Yeah. But maybe at some point people lost focus because this game was all about going through the campaign and finishing the game by making a character. And they lost focus from the goal of the game, which is to finish the game and make a character. And since they lost focus, then they started saying, okay, now that I have made a character, what do I do with my character? But you have already done what you were supposed to be doing with your character, which is to go through the game, try to make the best character that you can going through the game, and finish the game with that character. So basically, this is why I'm always saying that endgame, it is not necessarily a specific setup system that can be seen as an endgame. Endgame is, for example, in Diablo 1 or Diablo 2, where you don't have any endgame systems. After you have finished playing the campaign, which means you have finished playing the game, everything that you do with your character is endgame. Even if it is not an endgame system, all activities are endgame systems because endgame activities, because everything that you do after you have edited the game is after the end of the game. So practically it is endgame. If I finish legendary difficulty, for example, the campaign with this character, and then I start farming bosses to pick up items, collect items, that is endgame. If I decide to go at, you know, in this game you finish legendary difficulty including all DLCs at about level 76. But the character maxes out at level 85. So, if I decide to go ahead and after I'm done with the game to farm so that I can max out my character, maxing out my character is an endgame activity. It is after the end of the game. In the end of the day, endgame is everywhere. But it is up to the player to decide how much they like a game and how much they want to do things on their own instead of having a specific system to show them a way to play the game even more. I don't mind having endgame systems, I like endgame systems. Because they also give you something more to do, but I don't think that endgame systems are necessary. And at least when the whole game is made very well, like Titan Quest for example, where you have a great campaign, you have a great sized game, you have so many different bosses to farm, you have so many items, you have so many, literally hundreds of thousands of build possibilities. So yeah, Diablo games have never had... Diablo 3, Diablo 4 have endgame systems, which is the rifts, the greater rifts and whatnot, the bounties, whatever, but not big systems like the Atlas of Path of Exile or the Void Crusades of Warhammer Martyr or other endgame systems. And I find it many times. I find it very funny when people say that, you know, if we don't have an end game system, we keep repeating playing the same maps, the same game, all of these things. It is the same. Yes, but even if you have an end game system, you keep repeating playing the same maps against the same enemies, the same bosses of the end game. It is the same problem. And actually, if you think about it, playing an endgame system like, for example, the Atlas, where you play the same map all over again on higher tiers, what do? You play the same map all the time, and it is even more repetitive. Such an endgame system is even more repetitive than playing the whole campaign. Why? Because while you play the campaign, you go from point 1, or you start in point A, you then go to point B, point C, point D, and so on. And each one of the points is different places in the world that have different enemies, different bosses. But if it takes you, for example, 1 hour to go from point A to point D in the campaign, in this 1 hour you will see many different graphics, many different enemies, bosses, whatever. But if you spend this 1 hour playing the same maps, 1 or 2 or 3 first maps of the Atlas system, for example, then within this 1 hour you will see only that very little content, and this can become more repetitive much faster.
No, hey, don't go in there.
The point of endgame system is for your character to get stronger. Actually, there is more item progression start of endgame system to edit the whole campaign. That's the way it's set up. Yeah, for PoE, because PoE, it is mostly... PoE also has a different, direction in general as a game, because it is free to play. The developers want people to be engaged all the time if possible, and so that they can actually get paid via cosmetics and whatnot, because that is the business model of the game. So they have to do it this way, that the whole campaign is just one part of the game. It is not the game. For Path of Exile, the most important part of the game is the end game, because that helps much more with keeping the game alive financially.
It's dead. I have lost. You are great.
But the great thing is that, endgame or not, nowadays we are in the best era for action RPGs, because we have so many different action RPGs, and we have something for everyone. Do you like endgame systems? You have action RPGs that provide you endgame systems. Don't you like endgame systems? You have action RPGs that are just the campaign. Do you like something else in action RPGs? There are so many games that they can probably give you that something else.
Monsters have broken in here. They must be stopped. If they defile Pharaoh's sarcophagus, terrible things will happen.
You couldn't agree more about endgame comparison. But one of my favorite endgame systems is the one from Gulson, where in that endgame system you are supposedly building up your city, and you play maps to try to do exactly that. That is very good. Very nice. There is a new action RPG which also has something like a system building in the end, like similar, maybe not so much, but similar anyways to Wolfenstein. That game is called, I think it is the Dragon King Banished, something like that. Having said that, are you guys going to play the new expansion of Path of Exile 1 next week? It starts on Friday, in 6 days. Maybe I will play a little bit, I don't know. Hello, you like your own comments? Probably get jetted. Helm of Odysseus. Oh, Legendarium. Staff of Khufu. You have to get used to the hit first, eh? Summer is here finally to kick the ass of people. It is raining heavily in Poland. Your fiance got pregnant, so you'll be too busy with getting this last few months. You had an emergency sex. Oh, that's very bad. Resisted of respite. Cha. Yesterday, a new Resident Evil game was revealed. Do you know, guys? Resident Evil 9. They call it Resident Evil Requiem. And they have also... They revealed the game and at the same time they announced the release date. It will come out next February. Oh, no, Resident Evil is as good as how it felt playing Resident Evil 4 when you were a kid. And that is because you were a kid and when you are a kid, things are they look much more I don't know, adventurous, epic, interesting. Boom. The elephants are awake. Welcome, elephants. Welcome, Red Elf. Okay, comrades. Good luck with this problem and take care. Boss fight. End of balance. Such a big chest and I got only gold, no green items. Yellow crappy items and bone pile. Hello, Gulrain. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? 1, 2.
Good to meet you.
Greeting. I was bound this way. Weapons, armor, potions, bows, and staves.
Helmet of
What would be your
Odysseus.
choosing?
Resisted. 3 times jagged axe, really. Regame, really.
Goodbye.
My name is not goodbye.
It's true that things are bad these days. No doubt about that.
Da, 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 da. Stately Alexandrian helm. No. Bone Scarab. We are going to Manticore boss now. And we will see whether that boss destroys us or not. Hello Acrobats, what's up? Ah, a chest. A chest. A chest and one more chest. Bonfire. Okay, we are almost there. The boss fight is coming up. Yes. 4, 5, let's do it. Yes, you missed. That was easy. Kerheb of Westmed, what? Whoa! Whoa! I have never seen this item before. Epic drop. I don't have this item in my collection. 256 armor. Yeah, this is very good. Maybe we could use this one in legendary difficulty. chest. Chest. Δεν χρειάζεται. Reset player button.
Welcome, traveler.
Intelligence. Stately helm. This is silver heart. My heart is not made of silver. Socrates. I could buy some of these.
Safe travels.
Greetings, travel.
Greetings, traveler from Cretin. Chehe, have you tried the end game of Path of Exile 2? By the way, Redef, have you started playing the new season of Diablo 3? Yeah, okay. I'm not expecting to get any unique items to drop here. Not even a green item from the chest. D3 Asia has both CR, Europe has 0, completed level 70 achieved anyway. So you are playing in all regions. Aha. Trapped like a rabbit. Nothing. Soup. Longsword of the Storm, they trapped me again. I cannot pick up the item because I'm trapped. No more chest. Da 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 da. You might only do the 2 CR and go back to sleep, but was sleepy by the time your plane was suboptimal because brains of glue. I mean, challenge rifts, you get a different challenge rift per week, right? So you can do it next week. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Let's go this way.
It was not a rumor. Please you.
It was not a rumor after all. Ring of Thunder. Ring of Thunder. I'm the Thunder Clubber.
Isnu? I've had my doubts.
Hello, Roy. What's up, Roy, today?
You're the one from Greece, aren't you?
I'm the one from Greece, yes. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. So The crypt worm. Chup. Where is Masika? Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm still deathless. Masika is here. Let's make her disappear. So
watch your streams afterwards. My work is done. Hope everyone is doing great.
thank you, Ladohel, for the donation. Being busy is a good thing so long as you are healthy. It is not a bad thing. If you are healthy, then all is good. Da-da-da-da. The fire beetle. The desert waste. Ay, ay, ay. Oh! Summer is truly here. Are you guys going anywhere on vacations this summer? A dungeon. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Zack. Zug. Battle marker. Should I, guys, play a little bit of Gulsen again? Should I stream some Gulsen? Make a new builded... I wouldn't say no, actually... There are a couple of games that I miss playing because I haven't played them for a long time. Like Grim Dawn, Gulsen... maybe Hellgate London. You have packed exam scheduled till autumn and you are ducked up as hell, also no study, even your next homework is due. Roy, try to do the best you can and you'll be fine. Don't give up. The path to success, the path to the success is written in 2 words. Don't give up. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, will we get a good reward? Nope, there is no way.
Everything I perhaps.
Yep, resisted Ring of Might. I told you so.
Yes?
Let's go speak to the other ones. Any tips for new players? Just got to Act 3. Explore the whole map, kill everything that you see so that you can get the most XP possible and more drops.
The eye.
Learn the basics about attribute points. If you play melee builds, you need offensive ability, which means that you need to spend attribute points on dexterity.
I was a fool.
Could you
And
use
1 point per level up on dexterity would be good enough. It depends also on what masteries you use. I have 870, yeah. I need to spend these ones here to go up 880. Also, exploring the whole map means that you will definitely encounter side quests, and side quests will give you more XP and loot. Conqueror. Age of Mythology DE, Definitive Edition. I think I did one stream of Age of Mythology a couple of years ago, maybe. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I did one.
goodbye now?
If you are playing Conqueror, I guess that you are playing also with a shielded melee weapon. In which case, as I said, you go with dexterity as well, attribute. Because for melee weapons, dexterity is very crucial. It is very crucial for this reason mainly, for defensive and offensive abilities. If you are playing a Conqueror with a shielded melee weapon, you can spend every time you level up, spend 1 point of dexterity, 1 strength. 1 dexterity, 1 strength. A bit later, maybe you will need a little bit more energy points, so you can spend a couple of points on energy to increase it a little bit. But you will not need intelligence, don't spend points on intelligence. And for a Conqueror, spending points on health, it is totally not necessary. Also, on the skill trees, do not try to use each one of the skills. That is the very wrong way to play action RPGs, not only Titan Quest, in general action RPGs. You have to select specific skills and go with those ones. Because if you try to unlock and spend points on every single skill of your masteries, then you will fuck up your character. Alcohol preparation, use effects on our body, it is your next target. Aha. My Twitch category says Vikings Wolves of Midgard. No, I forgot to change it. I forgot to change it. But it doesn't really matter. Even if it said Titan Quest whatever, the result would have been the same. Don't give up, 3 words. It is not 3 words, it is 4 words. It is do not give up. Your coffee is over. The Shrine of XP. To be or not to be a Shrine of XP. When started, you put points in HP at strength only. It's okay. From now on, spend the points on dexterity to increase your offensive and defensive abilities. What level are you? You said that you are in Act 3. So, for the next level ups, spend all points on dexterity. For the next 10 level ups. 10 levels. Which means that you will get 20 points on dexterity. Nothing else is here. That was a very small cave. Why your coffee is over? I don't know. Maybe a thief got into your house when you were in the bathroom. And that thief came into your house to drink your coffee because he was very thirsty. The best AoE for your class you have Shield, Bash and Pulverize. Yeah, these are very, very good. You could also use the Shield Charge with the add-on is one of the best. And from Warfare Master you have the Warweed with this add-on which gives you more targets. These are AoE attacks. And also this one could be considered AoE. Warhorn, it stuns multiple enemies, but this one, this 9% reduction to enemies' health, the reduction to enemies' health is a stat that deals damage. It reduces the current amount of enemies' health. It counts on the current amount, not on the maximum. For example, if an enemy has 100 health points, the whole bar, the whole health pool of the enemy is 100 points. And now you have hit with your weapon the enemy. And the current health points right now is 50 of 100, so it is in the middle, the health bar of the enemy. This one will affect the 50. The current one, not the maximum. It will count based on the 50 of the current health points, not on the maximum health points. So this one can also deal some damage to enemies, especially if you level up this skill. So this also can work as an AoE. But yeah, this one would be better. This one is... it could be seen as an AoE, although it doesn't have a meter radius of effect. It has a range of effect and it hits multiple enemies in a range in front of you. Goes this way. Oh, you will get a little bit more serious here. What will happen when in the next 2 days, in this coming 2 months, the heat will increase? We will die. Finally! The sun will kill us! Getting out of here. Hail Therios of Barbie. Oh, Shrine of XP. David Lowe, thanks for subbing on YouTube. Welcome. Stuff of nightmares. Large coffer. Zappa zap. Da-da-da-da. What stats do you got for armor, ring, amulet, weapon, shield? In general, resistances, strength, attribute, percentage to physical damage or percentage to total damage, dexterity points, all types of resistances. And attack speed is also always very useful, of course. Here we are, the Temple of Seti.
Very fine crates. Keep your goods safe.
Why do I have this one here?
Bye.
Bye.
That which they call I don't know. Have you heard the news?
You have the green sword and die shield. Yeah, it doesn't matter, keep going. You will get something better later.
Look for yourself.
Hail Therios of Barbie. Ah, yeah, I have to put this one also there. Guadara of Reckless Power. Relight my power.
Can I be of help?
Why do I have these items here again? Sage's Dynasty Model of the Gods. 752 energy points. How can you say no to this one?
Thank you.
Oh, the
Oh, the dead. Oh, the ones who do not live. Oh, the ones who have lost their lives. Oh, the highlight pass. Large café. Whoa! Flores, 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 Flores. I'm going to do it, Flores. I'm going to kill the Nepkemi. Ah. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Destroyed temples. Scarabs! Beetles! Scorpions! Metallica. What? That was a battle marker, really. Bum 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 bum. Easy peasy. I killed the Shadowborn Dune Raider hero. I need a hero! Choo-choo. So, okay, we have reached the Great Valley of Small Kings. Gauntlets of the what is that? Enforcers, Cuirass. Why am I using this one again? Requirement reduction. Probably this is why. No. For the pierce resistance. Because it is a green item. Because I needed health. No. I don't remember anyways. Probably. Who knows. So guys, I'm going to stop here for tonight. This character is the Thunderclubber, 0 total deaths. Thane, something like a hybrid build. It is Stormed Warfare Masteries, melee build. And it kicks ass. Grace of the Olfar. Whatever. So, today is Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow on Sunday to stream something. I'm thinking to download Gulsen again, but I don't know what I will do. Maybe I will stream some Gulsen tomorrow or something else. We will see. Or maybe Titan Quest again. But I have no idea what I will do tomorrow. But anyways, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Brazil is not a country, it is a social experiment gone rogue, it's a battlefield. Interactive episode of The Walking Dead. Are those boobs? Probably yes, I don't know. I don't know why those things are there. The boobs of the chest. Metallic boobs of the chest. of the armor. Oh! 28 degrees Celsius right now. That sucks. But at least it is not 35. But yeah, my back is wet now. Popo. This, we will die in this summer. It will be very hot. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks again for the donation, Lad of Hell, if you are here. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, to stream something. We will see what, I don't know. He said it. What did he say? The club.